Hey there, Darren and Harley with WeTJ, talking about rear track bar frame mounts. Okay, so last video, shoot, it was almost like 3 months ago. I compared a Curry Terraflex. I can't remember what the other track bar was in there, rear track bars. Maybe it was the factory one. Oh, it was Rusty's. That's what it was. The one that, either way. So this is the factory frame track bar mount that I have severely hacked up. No, I cut it off originally, made some modifications to it. Either way, it's a thin metal. So I had been looking for a replacement, but I wasn't able to find one. I've been looking for one for about 6 months, and I just ran across this one right here. I was about ready to go to work repairing this one, and I saw that, let me see, Rustbuster is the company that makes it. And I got my caliper. Just want to tell you how much thicker the metal is. It says we're getting down there. I bet this is about 125 thousandths, which is an eighth of an inch. 175. Yeah, so we're just under 3/16. I don't know what gauge metal that is, but it doesn't matter. So we are dealing with a thicker bracket, frame bracket. This bracket here, I was concerned when I first saw it online. I don't know, I'm kind of picky about things that I put on the Jeep. I want them to look nice, but yeah, this kind of looks right on there, or maybe because that's what was on there, it looks right. But this right here, just a big old square piece. I just didn't know what it'd look like. Let me show you. It does. The cuts look like they're right on. They fit my frame really well. Let me show you what it looks like on there. This is all the Rustbuster stuff that they make. You know, I guess if you're having problems with things that are rusting off your Jeep. Let me see, YJ, oh, CJ, YJ, LJ, and didn't it say this thing's made here in America? Ohio. I think this stuff said it was made in America, but oh, and they give you a bolt too, so that's kind of cool. You know, one other thing I was curious about. This is I believe a 12 millimeter bolt. It's really loose, and this fits my Curry perfect, but I thought that was very interesting because it looks like most of the track bars, the mounts, and on the axle, it's 500 thousandths, measures right on 500 thousandths, half inch, and then they use a 12 millimeter bolt, which is surprisingly, I mean, it's pretty loose. Maybe the rear axle doesn't matter, that it has a little bit of give and take. The front, I mean, there's no way you could have that on the front track bar, or you'd be moving everywhere. Okay, so let me get my welder out, and I'm going to throw a couple tacks on this, try to get the track bar put up in place, and try it out. You know, I'll tack it up in place, and then I'll mount the track bar on it and cycle the axle. All right, so what I did on Harley's Jeep here is I found two hardened, I think those are washers that I welded on there, but they fit that 12 millimeter bolt really well. Take that slop out. I figured since you're already back there, so I had forgot that I had addressed his. I think I'm gonna have to do the same with mine, but I can do that after it's on. So gotta find some washers that fit those that bolt really well. Okay, I want to explain something funny that happened during this me tacking on here. The reason why I had such horrible results. I got two welders there. I got the one on the cart, which is an AC/DC ESOB, so it allows me to TIG weld aluminum, steel, MIG, and arc. I've only welded with that 23 thousandths wire, 0.23. Excuse me. The one on the floor is a 215 ESAB. I can only TIG weld steel with that. That's why I bought the 205, so I could TIG weld aluminum. I thought I had 30 thousandths wire. That's why I drug out when I realized that the one on the cart was 23, and apparently I had taken the wire out of that. I don't know why I took the 23 thousandths out of it, but either way, the one on the floor I thought had 30 thousandths wire in it. So during the setup, I was it was already in the machine, getting ready to weld, setting the thickness, and I was like, it should have been between 30 thousandths, 35 thousandths wire that I was using. When I started welding, it was horrendous. The wire is just flying out of that gun, and I was like, what is going on? I mean, this is insane. So finally, after 3 or 4 attempts, I was like, I got to figure this out. What come to be is I found out that I had, in fact, 35 thousandths wire on the machine, and the machine was set for 23 thousandths. And the end result, I was laughing because I had all this money sitting in welders behind me. Both of them are smart MIGs, but they weren't smart enough for Darren. I was able to figure out how to mess it up. Yes, I'm actually a pretty good welder, but for whatever reason, that machine on the floor got set for 23 thousandths. And so if you ever have that happen, make sure you go back. If you got one of these smart welders, go back and see what thickness of wire you're running through there, at least the settings, because it will screw with your welder big time. I think it's going to clear. I don't have an abundance of room there, but what do we got? Yeah, right there. That's important. What is there? Half it? No, it's more than that. 5/8, 3/4. But check this out. What do you think of that? That's not going to work. My pumpkin's running into the gas tank. So when I started putting this on, I tacked that, put the bolt on, tacked, whatever. You get it. I put the jack underneath it, raised it up. I knew this thing was tight before, with the 44 with the rough stuff cover. I didn't think it'd be this tight. This gas tank ain't gonna work. I don't want to spend $2,000 for a Genrite tank. What am I gonna do? I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to get a Genrite tank. I already went in and priced it. It's Friday. They offer like 3 or 4 tanks. I want to make sure I'm buying the right one. So I will find out Monday. I'm not welding this sucker on. I'm gonna hold off till I get a tank that works with that axle. So yeah, I didn't. Everything else has worked on this 60 here, except for back there, which I don't understand, because Harley's Jeep out there, we got that thing in fine. So who knows? Who knows? All right. So tell me what you guys think of this thing. Does this thing look like a Lego that's welded onto the side? Or, please forgive my welds. Actually, you don't have to forgive me. It's my Jeep. Just tell me how much I suck. It's embarrassing having that much money into welders and doing that. Oh well, you guys see the finished product. It'll look better. Alright, I will. It's going to take a little while to get a tank in. So, see yous.